My name's Nayar, and I'm a personal development coach for South Asian men who are struggling with their dating life. And in today's video, we are going to be breaking down a clip of me on a speed date, an online speed date. How even when you're nervous, you could still end up with a positive result, bro. Now, before we hop into this, when you trust me enough, be sure to click that first link in the description and check it out. That is my South Asian Warriors program dedicated to helping South Asian men with their dating life, whether it be dating apps, social skills, getting more dates. Be sure to click that first link in the description and I'll see you inside, bro. So let's hop into this. A little bit about this interaction, right? This was an online speed date that I had gone on about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit more, maybe over a year and a half ago. During the time I had just started YouTube, I would like just gotten into this space. And back then I was on this like intense monk mode about like a year and a half ago where, I wasn't really socializing with people much. I was just really grinding out stuff for like my other job that I had at the time. But to get to the point, nevertheless, as you can see on the speed date that I'm about to show you guys, I was stuttering with my words. I was nervous. Wasn't doing a whole lot of like escalating. It was kind of a dull, platonic conversation. It wasn't awkward, but it was still not the best, conversation in the world. However, regardless, it still ended up being a positive interaction as a whole. And the way that this speed dating show that I went on worked was you would go on a speed date with a random stranger, and then at the end of the date, the stranger would give you the thumbs up or thumbs down or let you know if in real life she would be down to go on an actual date with you, depending on how, the conversation went, depending on how you guys vibed. It was just a really chill speed dating show. This was on the Playing with Fire channel. He's like another men's YouTuber, men's lifestyle dating YouTuber, whatnot. But yeah, man, this was, a clip from a year and a half ago. Was in like monk mode, wasn't doing a whole lot of socializing, but I ended up hopping on this speed date. So without further ado, here's how the speed date went. Check it out.
All right, cool.
What's going on,
Hi,
Alessandra?
how are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. What do you have on your table there? It's like kind of orange. Is that like a candle?
No, that's a salt lamp. That's
What is
Himalayan.
it?
It's a salt lamp,
Oh,
Himalayan
a salt
salt.
lamp. Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is like the rest of your room like really like decorative like that, or do you
Um,
like to keep it kind of plain? Or I just like the aesthetic. It's like pretty colorful. I'm just
yeah,
curious.
I have stuff like that around the room.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
how'd you find, I guess, Alex's I guess speed date thing? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and he reached out to me. I'm not 100% sure where he found me, but he
Really?
reached out to me. Yeah, and then I did some research on it. I thought this would be fun. Why not? There's no reason not to.
That's true. Yeah, life's too short. Life's too
Yeah,
short.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So what do you do? I guess I want to know you a little bit more. What do you do for work?
So I have two jobs. I am a real
Okay.
estate agent and I started my own LLC. I'm a spiritual counselor.
Spiritual counselor.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start with the real estate part of it. Do you
Okay.
like doing that? It seems like pretty stressful with like the markets and stuff,
Yeah, I really like it
kind
because
of fluctuating.
I love working with people and I absolutely love not having to sit behind a desk from 9 to 5. Like when I was younger, I
Oh yeah.
promised myself I am absolutely not like a cubicle girl. I also
Yeah.
knew I wanted to work for myself, 100% wanted to work for myself and made that happen. So I do love real estate. I love looking at the houses. I'm actually saving up for my first investment property, almost there. Would
Nice.
love
Almost
to
there.
have, yeah, would love to have a real estate portfolio, a couple multifamily homes as well. Yeah, no, I've got a whole dream out there for in the real estate business that's way more than just selling and buying real estate as an agent, but also investing as well.
All right, cool. Yeah, that makes sense though, because like you're real estate, so you're probably like really good with people, right? Is that why you do like the spiritual counseling stuff? It comes probably like pretty natural, easy to you, I'm assuming.
So I that's one of my strong suits is just talking to people, getting to know people, understanding where they come from, understanding who they are. But I've also experienced a lot of hardship in my life, way more than someone my age should experience, and it made me awaken just to humanity more. And I had to grow up at the age of 9, so
Wow.
I really just have an outlook on life that when people hear I'm 25, like my clients don't expect that. So
Really? Okay.
I
Yeah.
figured that paying it forward and helping other people go through their life circumstances based on the experiences that I've been through, I would love to do. I would love to write a book one day and become a public speaker based on that, on self development, help, self love, and just being the most authentic version of yourself, regardless of what society has to say.
Yeah, I love that. It seems like you got a lot of like you really like helping other people. You seem like I'm curious, are like more extroverted or more introverted or
I
you
would
seem like you're
consider
more extroverted then
Yeah,
because you definitely
I'm definitely extroverted without a doubt. I'm extroverted, but I do have introverted tendencies sometimes. I'm very, very empathic. I'm like an energetic sponge. If I walk into a room, I just know what the vibe is
so
immediately.
you're like the
So
life of the party, basically.
I wouldn't put that label on myself.
Well, you
But
said
I
energetic, Alessandra. You gotta pick one. I mean, you're like fluctuating back and forth.
I do love a good time. I do like a good party. I think having fun is really important, and I do enjoy
Yeah,
having fun. So yes, but the empath in me sometimes needs to just take a break and
right.
have time by myself because I absorb everything. Like in talking to anybody, I'm immediately able to feel,
The
you know,
energy,
what they're going through
the
in life,
vibe.
and if there's something that's tough that's been going on in their life, even if I'm not able to pinpoint exactly what it is immediately off the bat, I can feel it myself. So
Okay.
it makes it hard to differentiate that. So I'm still learning how to like juggle that, but yes, I'm definitely very extroverted.
All right. So you're like empathic, you're observant. Let's play like a little like small game. So
Okay.
just off of my vibe, like I want you to read me a little bit. I'm curious. Like you're a spiritual counselor. Like what can you gauge off me?
Um, I can sense that you are a little nervous, but you're doing a really good job at masking that. I think that you've been working on this for a while, just talking to people, putting yourself out there. I think that it's something that may not have come easy to you earlier on in life, perhaps. And you're doing a very good job right now overcoming that. I'm definitely kudos to you because I can sense that. Does that make sense?
Honestly, you kind of hit the nail on the head. The nervousness, I think you're a little nervous every time you meet someone new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's normal.
Just like the
That's
very first time, because it's
normal.
like, what the fuck do I talk about, you know? But
Right.
then I think once you start like socializing more and get to know the person, it's like you hit that vibe, right? But no,
Okay.
that's actually very interesting because when I was younger, I used to be like very introverted. I didn't really
Mhm.
put myself out there, but as I grew up, like I guess some people just learn to become more extroverted for sure. So
Yeah, I can definitely feel you pulling on stuff that you've learned over the years and executing it, especially right now and in general, like in your life. And I think you're like one of the perfect candidates for this type of channel, someone that is eager to learn, putting it into practice, etc. So you're doing an awesome job.
yeah, I actually have my own YouTube channel, Velvet Cakes. It's
Oh,
called Men's
cool.
Lifestyle, but
Really cool.
All right. Uh, you can quickly finish plugging your channel. What is it? It's Velvet Cakes.
yeah, Velvet Cakes YouTube. But it's weird, man, because when you search it, it's like obviously Velvet Cakes that comes in, but it's not nothing. My channel has literally nothing to do about that. It's just men's lifestyle. But youtube.com/ at Velvet Cakes. Appreciate it, Alex.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, Alessandra, same question.
I would, yeah, for sure. I would definitely go on a date with him.
I'll
Interesting. Would
go
it
on a
be
date
more?
with you. I didn't introduce my actual name.
I was
It's
about to
Nayar.
ask you what
Yeah.
your name was. What's your name?
Nayar. Nayar.
How do you spell that?
Nayyar.
Oh, that's cool.
Nayar. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
All right. So let's get back into this. So, what do you would it be more of a romantic or platonic date? What do you think?
I am so picky romantically that it's hard for me to say that, but I would 100% go on a date being open to something romantic, which is a lot for me to say. So
Cool.
that's good for you. That's awesome.
Sometimes you'll just be having a shit day. Sometimes you haven't been socializing a lot recently. You're just out of it. Sometimes you're just not feeling it. Sometimes you just haven't been socializing enough lately. Maybe you're somebody who was like me back then, who was on monk mode, right? You know, not going on many dates, out of practice back then, right? But at the end of the day, man, you know, whatever the situation is, even if you're nervous, even if you feel like you're not, you know, socially 100% calibrated, you don't have the best game in the world, that shouldn't stop you from at least trying. At the end of the day, it's not awkward unless you yourself make it awkward. Denying things that the girls say, you know, even when the girl calls you out, such as this girl did, saying that I was nervous, I didn't sit there and deny it and argue it. And even with that, right, you know, I kind of spun it back towards her in a way where I was just like, yeah, well, every time you do meet someone new, it can be a little bit nervous because you're talking to somebody that you never met before. I didn't all of a sudden deny it or argue it, right? I spun it more towards her and talking about the actual subject of nervousness instead of just denying it and just all of a sudden putting on some like face mask and arguing, no, I'm not nervous. I'm Mr. 100% alpha male confident over here. You know what I mean? But the moral of the story is, guys, even if you're nervous, it could still lead to a positive interaction. Even if you don't feel like doing it, even if you're nervous, even if you don't have a lot of experience, just put yourself out there and you can never know what happens, man. So anyways, guys, I hope this interaction helped you kind of visualize how you don't necessarily need to have the best game or the smoothest lines in the world for it to be an overall positive interaction. If this clip helped, drop a comment below. And if you're somebody who's struggling with your dating life, wants to get more dates, build a better dating profile, be sure to check out the link in the description to join my South Asian Warriors community. I offer one-to-one coaching, live group calls as well, dating app audits, e-guides, ebooks, all in that program. Click the first link in the description to check it out. And with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.